Have you ever seriously thought about building real wealth from the land? I mean, what if I told you that farmers right here in India are pulling in over 1 crore every year from just a couple of acres of, get this, a spiky pink fruit? Well, get ready. In this explainer, we are digging into the absolute most profitable agricultural business ideas for 2025, and I'm going to show you exactly how it's being done.
All right, let's kick things off with a huge number, $24 billion. That's what you're seeing on the screen, and that's the projected size of India's AgTech market by 2025. You see, this isn't just about old-school farming anymore. This is a full-blown high-tech revolution, and that number, it's basically a giant flashing sign that says massive, massive opportunity ahead.
So here's the bottom line. India's farms are transforming. They're becoming these incredible wealth-building engines, and our mission today is to hand you the map, a really clear, practical guide to help you navigate all these opportunities and find exactly where you fit in.
We've laid this all out based on your investment level, so you can find what's right for you. We'll start small, with ideas that have huge potential. Then, we'll look at how to scale up into medium-sized businesses. From there, we'll get into what it really takes to build a large-scale agricultural empire. And of course, we'll wrap it all up with your personal blueprint for success. Okay, first up, small scale, big potential. We're talking about an investment range of about 50,000 to 5 lakh rupees. And right off the bat, let's just bust a huge myth. You do not need a giant fortune to get started in a profitable agricultural business. The barrier to entry is way lower than most people think.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at the math here. Take dragon fruit. You can get started for as little as 80,000 rupees an acre, and you're looking at a potential profit of up to 3 lakhs. Why? Because health-conscious city folks can't get enough of it. It's the same story with medicinal plants. A really small start can lead to amazing returns because the whole wellness industry is just booming. This shows you the power of picking these high-value, niche markets.
And hey, it's not just about what you plant. As this chart shows, something like backyard chicken farming can bring in up to 2 lakh rupees a month. Organic veggies and dragon fruit farming can both hit 3 lakhs per acre. The big takeaway here is that there are so many different ways to make a profit, even on a small scale. It's all about finding what works for you and your local market.
And the list just keeps on going. You could get into beekeeping. That's amazing because you get money from honey, beeswax, even pollen. Or what about mushroom cultivation? It's perfect for small spaces and you get a really quick return. There are even these waste-to-wealth businesses like vermicomposting, or you could tap into the demand for fresh fish with a local pond farm. The possibilities are just endless.
So, you've seen the incredible potential at the small scale. But what happens when you're ready to think bigger? Let's talk about how technology and a solid strategy can seriously take your business to the next level. All right, welcome to the medium scale. Here, we're talking about investments from 5 to 50 lakh rupees. This is where you graduate from just being a farmer to being a serious entrepreneur. It's not just about planting and harvesting anymore. It's about using technology, creating value-added products, and providing key services to the whole agricultural system. Now, at this level, there are really 2 main paths you can take. On one side, you can invest in awesome tech-enhanced farming. Think vertical farms or precision agriculture. On the other side, you can build a business that actually serves other farmers. We're talking about things like renting out equipment, setting up soil testing labs, or providing cold storage. Both of these paths are incredibly profitable. You know, a really smart way to get into this space, and one that a lot of people overlook, is franchising. As you can see, you could start a mother dairy outlet or a fertilizer dealership for 5 to 10 lakhs. This is such a powerful model because you get a proven brand and a ready-made business plan right from day one, with profit margins that can hit 20%. It's just a lower-risk way to scale up. Now check this out, 150%. What on earth does that mean? Well, it represents the top-up schemes that are available for some government-backed franchises, like the Krishi Sarthi Kendra. Basically, the government is so keen on making these a success that they're offering serious financial support. That kind of backing just crushes your personal risk and makes these opportunities incredibly attractive. Okay, we've covered small and medium scale, but what if your dreams are bigger? What if you want to be someone who actually changes the entire landscape of agriculture? What does it take to build a real agricultural empire?
And that brings us to the large-scale ventures, with investments of 50 lakh rupees and way beyond. Now, we're talking about businesses that have the power to innovate and literally shape the future of the entire industry. This is where the real empires get built.
At this level, the game totally changes. As this chart shows, a massive 40% of large-scale ventures are not even in farming itself, they're in technology and innovation. The rest is split between huge integrated farming operations and complex processing and export businesses. The message here is crystal clear. At this scale, technology isn't just a tool, it is the main engine of growth.
And this is what that future looks like. We're talking about creating AgTech software platforms, using AI to predict crop yields with pinpoint accuracy, and even using blockchain for supply chain traceability. That means you can create a digital fingerprint to track, say, an apple all the way from the tree to the store shelf, guaranteeing it's authentic. These are the high-capital, high-impact businesses that are solving the industry's biggest challenges. Phew, okay, we have covered a lot of ground, from tiny plots of land to huge tech companies. So how do you actually pull it off and succeed? Let's boil all of this down into a clear, simple blueprint that you can use no matter which scale you decide to play at.
Here it is, your 5-point playbook for success. 1. You absolutely must adopt technology. It could be a simple app or a whole fleet of drones. 2. Think beyond the farm gate. Integrate your value chain by processing, packaging, and selling your own stuff. 3. Use the system. Go out and find the government schemes that are designed to help you. 4. Build your own brand and sell directly to consumers to keep more of the profit. And finally, number 5. Always focus on high-value products. Don't try to be the cheapest, be the best.
And speaking of government support, you're going to want to write this one down. The RKVY Raftar scheme. It provides a grant of up to 25 lakh rupees for early-stage startups. Let me say that again. This is a grant. It's not a loan you have to pay back. It's free money designed to spark innovation. And it's a resource you have to be looking into if you have a new idea.
I want you to just let this sink in for a second. The agricultural sector employs nearly half of India's entire workforce. Half. And yet, technology has barely made a dent, with less than 1% penetration. The potential for growth, for innovation, for wealth creation, it isn't just big. It's almost impossible to imagine. We are standing at the very, very beginning of a massive change.
So from growing high-value crops on a small piece of land to building AI platforms that manage thousands of acres, the opportunities are just ripe for the picking. The harvest is ready. The only question left is, where are you going to plant your investment?